The No Fate channel, checking in. On this episode of the supplement review, we're going Weapon X. That's right, I have five supplements from Swolverine.com. But if this is your first time to the channel, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. On this series, I review a supplement on every episode to help you decide if it is right for your fitness goals, your health needs, and most importantly, that hard-earned money. So I've got five supplements from Swolverine. We're going to burn through the first three, and then we're going to do taste tests live of these back two that I'm most excited about. First and foremost, BCAAs. I need to know in the comments below if you think BCAAs are overrated. Drop it down below. Personally, I like BCAAs because they make my water taste good. I think most people that are not on a super strict diet don't need BCAAs, and I happen to think they're just a marketing ploy in order to get people to drink more fluids. Hey, I use them to get my water to taste good and to drink more fluids, so I'm not necessarily knocking them, but I'd want everyone to go in with eyes wide open. I'm going to skip right over their BCAA product. This is a lemon lime. Typically, BCAA products taste really good. This one has glutamine, electrolytes in it, everything you would want in a BCAA product that you're going to drink while you're working out. Unfortunately, it doesn't taste that good at all. So next I have three single-serve ingredients from Swolverine. I have their BetaAlanine, I've got their Citrulline Malate, and I've got their Kre-Alkalyn, which is a form of creatine. I want to go over each one individually, but first and foremost, I want to tell you I am a big fan of single-serve ingredients. It allows you to kind of choose your own adventure to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want and not a whole bunch of stuff that you may not want. We happen to find with most things, when you get those big pre-workouts, you happen to get most of your benefits from a few ingredients, and sometimes you get a lot of stuff in there that you don't want. We're going to go over that. So first and foremost, BetaAlanine. Coming in at between 50 and 60 cents per serving, we've got BetaAlanine. I'll put the price points up here. There's tons of ways to save money on this website, Swolverine.com. You can buy in bulk, you can buy a subscription, you can use coupon codes. So if I give you a price point, just know that you're probably going to get it for better than that when you finally go to checkout. BetaAlanine is that ingredient that gives you the tingles in the gym and your pre-workout, but most importantly, it's known to help you with strength endurance. It helps kind of minimize or even cut off the signal that your body is telling you that you're tired, that you're fatigued, that you've got that lactic acid buildup. I personally really big fan of BetaAlanine. I specifically like it as a single serve ingredient when I am doing CrossFit style workouts, circuit training, if I'm going for a run, if I have a competition. Reason being, we don't want a lot of the pump ingredients that you typically get with your pre-workouts when you're doing CrossFit, when you're going for a run. You don't want that pump. You're going to deliver your own pump. And frankly, if you're going for performance, that pump is actually going to hold you back. So it's nice to have this BetaAlanine to be able to mix it in with your drink, with your water, with stuff like that if you're going for a run, if you're going to be doing CrossFit competitions, if you're going to be doing circuit training, because you don't need a lot of the pre-workout ingredients kind of gumming up the works when you're going for performance rather than just that bodybuilding lifestyle. Now, conversely, we've got Citrulline Malate, another product that is probably a standout with regards to pumps. Now, most people love their pumps in the gym, and hey, listen, I'm a big fan of pumps too when it calls for it. Now, if you're doing a bodybuilding style workout, if that's your training regimen, your mentality, then you want to get as much blood flow into the muscle as possible, and Citrulline and Citrulline Malate is probably the premier product that you can have. Oftentimes when you've got underdosed pre-workouts or when you've got high stim pre-workouts, they're lacking in those pump ingredients, and it's nice to have something like this to kind of throw in a couple grams or two with those pre-workouts that you're taking, or just to use this as is in order to build up those pumps, drive the blood into the muscle, but not basically getting a whole bunch of other stuff that you don't need. Again, I can't say enough about single serve ingredients. The single serve product I'm most excited to talk about is this Kre-Alkalyn. This is a form of creatine. Now, we know there's a number of versions of creatine. The one that you're most familiar with is, of course, creatine monohydrate. This is a pH buffered version. It prevents a lot of that bloating that a lot of people experience with creatine monohydrate, and it has a better stability, so it's like a longer shelf life. This Kre-Alkalyn is probably specifically designed for those of you who have tried creatine monohydrate before and found that you got bloating in the face or just in general, if you had stomach discomfort or if you had cramping during your training from that creatine, you're probably going to want to try this out. I'll put the price point up here. One serving is 3 grams, and this bottle has 100 servings in it. So I saved the best for last. We've got clean carbs. This is probably the one I'm most excited about. We're definitely going to save that one for last. And then we've got their whey protein isolate. One bottle is 30 servings. One serving is 30 grams, coming in at 110 calories, half a gram of fat, 2 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of sugar, and then 26 grams of protein. This comes in, I believe, 3 flavors. I'll put the flavors and the price point up here. Let's pop this top and see how it tastes. So I used 1 scoop with 8 ounces of water, and frankly, it's pretty bland. I probably should have done 1 scoop for 4 ounces of water, or just done 2 scoops in this 8 ounces of water. For a whey protein isolate, you're not going to get a ton of flavor when you've got such little fat and such little carbohydrates in there. But frankly, the competition level for whey proteins is so high and so deep. There's new ones coming out from different companies. This might be a good one to try if you are interested in trying to get like super lean, clean protein with no fat, no carbs, or very minimal fat and carbs. But overall, the flavor just isn't a standout with the market just being so deep in whey protein flavors. So now let's talk about the one I've saved for last. This is called clean carbs. Now we've talked about on this channel, you want to get as much of your food from whole food sources. That's a no-brainer, right? But oftentimes we take supplements for convenience, not because that they're better for us, but because we're on the go, we're in a rush. It's so hard to eat healthy when you've got a hectic lifestyle. And that's where clean carbs come in. This is 1 rounded scoop is 29 grams, 45 servings per container. You've got 1 gram of fat, and then 24 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugar, and then 2 grams of protein. But what is in here? Where does that carbohydrates come from? You've got sweet potato powder, powdered yams, oats, and blueberry powder. So you're getting a lot of your carbohydrates in here from whole food sources. And this is called sweet potato pie. And that's really what you want to do. You want to get whole food sources in, but let's see how this tastes. So that tastes pretty good. I have to be honest, it tastes better than I even thought it was going to taste. You get that sweet potato and oatmeal. Those are the 2 flavors that kind of stand out, but not in a bad way. Really, really good as a standalone with respect to trying to get your carbohydrates in from whole food sources in a drink. I could certainly see myself finishing a workout, being on the go, throwing in 2 scoops of chocolate protein, 2 or 3 scoops of this, and just having a really cool shake to put down. The flavor itself is not overly strong, so clearly it's going to mix well with a lot of other proteins, especially if you're going like a stronger flavor, like a chocolate flavor, would mix really, really well with that. I think this comes in at $1.11 per serving without any coupon codes. And we already mentioned there's gonna be tons of coupon codes. So out of the 6 supplements, the biggest standout for me is this Swolverine Clean Carbs. Definitely something you want to give yourself a chance to try out, and definitely something you should be looking into. Their single serving ingredients are good. A big fan of choosing your own adventure, finding the ingredients that work well for you, buying those ingredients and using them when you want, when it matches up with your training style or with your workout of the day. Hopefully you found this video informative. Drop a comment down below. I want to know if you're a fan of individual single serve ingredients, or if you like that 1 scoop convenience of like a big pre-workout that has everything in it. You just drop it and go. Let me know in the comments below. If you've come this far in the video, you already know what to do. Give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.